better for the thousands of people that are in town this week, Jim.
You bet. If you weren't up early this morning, you might not even have known we had a little rain around and a cloudy sky and a little cold front. The fronts moved through. Still a breezy north wind out there, but even those are diminishing. And this afternoon, despite the front moving in, our temperature made it above average. Lots of sunshine out there. Temperature at 72 right now. Going to get a little cooler this evening than it has been the last several nights. 62 at 8 o'clock, and at 10 o'clock tonight, temperature down to about 54. But overnight, we're headed into low to mid 40s, even around the Austin metro area. Rural locations in the 30s in the morning. But this will be the coldest night/morning of the whole week. The rest of the week looks just super temperature-wise anyway. Out there right now, 64 degrees up in Lampasas is the cool spot. It's 70 to 72 here through the metro area, generally mid to upper 60s off in our eastern counties where the skies cleared last this afternoon. 72 and clear in the city. At the airport, it's clear and 72 also. Relative humidity has been dropping now behind the front with the dry north winds down to 27% here in town. And the winds a little gusty earlier, up to 30 miles per hour. They're down averaging between 9 and 15 miles per hour right now in the city. And sunset, do you like this? It's a lot later tonight, 7:39, thanks to the return to daylight savings time yesterday. Around the area, allergy count today, have a lot of mold flying around, oak, elm, hackberry trees also putting out some pollens today, but everything in the medium to low count. And our allergy forecast for tomorrow, with the colder night tonight and less wind, I think we'll see lower tree pollen counts tomorrow. Mold likely to stay in the medium category. Around Texas, 50s and 60s in the northern parts of the state. It has gotten cooler. The front hasn't made it down into South Texas yet, so spring breakers are really enjoying South Padre Island right now at nearly 80. 86 degrees, the warm spot in Laredo. That front's headed that direction, though. It's just about moved off the upper Texas coast completely, approaching the Corpus Christi area right now. But you can see skies have cleared real nicely here behind the front. The front attached to an area of low pressure that is headed across the middle Mississippi Valley right now, and it's headed on out of here. After this low, the rest of the week, the jet stream is going to look a lot like this. A very flat weather pattern, meaning that any storm systems that move along the jet stream don't get very strong, and they stay so far to the north that they have very little impact on our weather other than to draw in warmer air from the south. That also means more moist air, too, returning to the area. But in general, warmer than drier weather, warmer and drier than normal anyway, expected for the rest of the week through the weekend. In fact, we think our next chance of any rain, even as significant as what we saw this morning, isn't until 1 week from today. So tomorrow should turn out to be just a beautiful day. By day after tomorrow, Wednesday morning, we'll see a return in the morning to those low clouds, some patchy fog, a little bit of patchy drizzle, and that will continue to be the weather pattern. Morning low clouds, patchy fog, patchy drizzle. Not tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning will be super, just a little bit chilly, but by Wednesday morning. And then for the rest of the week, afternoon sun breaks through the clouds each day, and we see a general warming trend back into the 80s. So we're talking about pretty much the same weather from Wednesday all the way through the weekend. Really, really good news for those of you in town for the festival or for the fair and rodeo. Some of the best weather overall we've seen in some time. Usually in March, we'll get a pretty strong cold front, you know, every now and then. Certainly within a 10-day period, we'll get a strong one and maybe kind of a nasty day, but doesn't look to be the case this year. Temperatures tonight going to fall into the 30s to low to mid 40s, so chilly in the morning for sure. But tomorrow afternoon, we have a real nice warm-up into the mid 70s, and the warming trend will be underway and will continue for the rest of the week. Tonight, that would be the only night that you really need a jacket if you're out real late or early in the morning. 44 the low in the city with a north-northeast wind and a clear sky. Lots of sun tomorrow and an afternoon high of 74 as winds begin to switch back around to the south. So that should warm us up. By Wednesday morning, it's pretty mild at 53, 76 in the afternoon. Thursday, we're back to 80 degrees. And look at here, 80 is not even our normal high temperature quite yet, but we're expecting 80 or above from Thursday all the way through the weekend. Our next chance of rain about a week from today, other than some patchy drizzle, some low clouds, and patchy fog each morning beginning on Wednesday. Shannon?